We're in today with the legendary 8400 GS. This is well known to be a very bad video card because apparently you can get like 5 kilograms of this type of GPU with £5 or $5. And today we're gonna take it and we're gonna pair it up with this Pentium D. We're gonna see how it's running in a couple of games. The only thing I want to do is just make this video card look good. That's it. I will try my best to put this video card in such a situation so I can enjoy using it. This is not a new video card. This is from 2007. It's got 16 shaders, 256 megabytes of VRAM DDR2 at 64 bits with 460 megahertz on the core clock and 400 megahertz on the memory clock. Let's jump in a couple of games and see how it's running. Need for Speed 3 is one of those games that I would like to play on this, even though they don't have the MS Afterburner. I think I know what's wrong with it, but it just needs manipulating the settings, but it works flawlessly. I will show you how the game is working. And if I wanted to play a game that will make my video card or my system look good, this is one of those games. It just brings back memory. And yeah, I don't want nothing less than this. Seriously. Ooh. Yep, this is how I remember. I really love this idea of retro gaming on hardware that is meant to be bad. 8400 GS is not a video card that you can be proud of it, you know. Majority of people who are making videos or try to show this video card, they're saying, oh my god, this is so bad. But actually, I'm thinking to put more games on older video cards like this, you know, good memories. I changed the card because I remember playing this in split screen. You can actually split the game in two, and you can play with somebody. But there's a problem. I remember back in the day with the pressing the same keys on the same keyboard. It was kind of horrible, you know. I keep pushing the. Regardless, this is what you need from a video card like this. Geez, Plonker, seriously. Look at him. Let's take this 944 Turbo S and see how it's running with my 8400 GS. This is a 2000 game, and we're gonna put it up with this 2007 video. This is 1080p with maximum details, so theoretically it needs to be good, you know. So I'm interested a lot in the core load. I'm interested in the VRAM. I want to see how this video card is holding because there's a big gap in between them. This video card is entry level. It's a low profile video card with one slot unit, you know, so you can put it up in any type of computer that you want to convert as a retro gaming, because it's ideal in this situation to have a machine like this. Oh, look at that. 944 it's a dream card, seriously, for a lot of people. But here in this game it's like a boat. But regardless, with this video card, apparently you can play some older titles like I played before Need for Speed 3, but in Need for Speed Porsche we get 60 FPS with this monster, but it's a 7-year gap between them, you know. Retro gaming at finest with, how should I say, with entry-level GPUs that nobody wants. I'm 100% sure you can find this with $2, $3 video card. And it will be much better to have this as a retro video card than some GeForce 3 or GeForce 4 Ultra Ti that is more than an RTX video card just because it was 2000. Come on, no. This is a cheaper version, so 8400 GS, you know, in some people's eye, this is not worth nothing, but in my eyes, it's worth a lot because I'm playing older titles with this, and it's freaking awesome. 60 FPS, getting a controller for this, it will be ideal. Only 33 megabytes of VRAM. You know, it's got 200 megabytes of VRAM, and it's not being used. The system itself got like under 700 megabytes of system RAM, but with this dual core, it's eating how should I say, it's utilizing the core uneven 70-80%, and the first core is 20-30% only. You know, it's using both of the cores. I'm not suggesting a quad core, neither a single core. I think the dual core is just exactly on point with this. Need for Speed Porsche, it's one of those games that needs to be on a computer like this with this video card. It's taking my mind away from everything, you know. And I remember all the days I was driving and trying to win the game, and just puts me back in time, seriously, with this game. Nostalgia triggered instantly, seriously. This is another game that runs on this video card, Underground. It's on 1024 with maximum details, and I want to see how the video card is holding, because this is very classic racing game from Need for Speed. Alright, so 40 FPS on maximum details. Woo! I think I have to lower the resolution or the details in this situation. 62 degrees and 50% load. Wow, what's bottlenecking, seriously? But regardless, look how nice it looks. The moment I'm passing the oh my, the moment I'm passing the players, the FPS is reaching 60 FPS. So on my occasion now, I'm good with the video card. I really like it, and I think I will put it on maybe 800x600 with maximum details, so I can be safe that it doesn't dip below 60 FPS when I'm in like a precise move. Freaking nice is to see this game on so many details. So overall, it's doing a fantastic job with the video card. There's nothing to complain here. It's only 53 megabytes of VRAM used from the video card from 200. So, do I have any complaint about the A400GS? No, until now everything is exactly what I was imagining, because I want to put all games on this video card because I want the games to run perfectly and I want to make the video card shine. Yeah. The next game that we need to play on a video card like this is Need for Speed Underground 2. Now, I'm not gonna put it on maximum details because I have no chance with this. Either 640 on high details, either 800x600 on medium details. So I chose 800x600 because it feels more sharper, but it's working. So definitely something that you want to take in consideration. There's a lot of entertainment with this Underground 2, and I think it will be a blast if you have or want to make a PC like this with a video card like this. Okay, let's take a ride in the city and see how it's holding the video card. Apparently 50 megabytes is something generic with this type of games. You know, there's no complaining about the performance. It's just enough for this video card. Underground 2 is not very demandingly when it comes to video cards, you know, so 8400GS, it will be okay to have it on 800x600. Medium details, 60-70 FPS. It dips below a couple of FPS, nearly to 50 FPS. The MS is reaching 20-27 in some cases. Does it dip below 50 FPS? I'm just curious. This is for... Yep. Ah, okay, so it's not because of the resolution. I can put it even higher, apparently, and it's still going to have the same. This is something like not the lowest detail, it's like nearly low details. But this is the settings I need apparently in order to have proper FPS. Look at this, 60 FPS constantly. Spotless is the setting. So if you want high-end FPS, apparently you have to go on lower details. But I always wanted how should I say, reflection, lights and stuff like that, because on low details it looks very blunt and I don't like it. No satisfaction without reflection. I would rather get a PlayStation 2 instead of actually playing it like this. But if I can put it on, how should I say, if I can put it on medium details at least, then it will be much better. See, no light on my car. Okay, let's jump into Morrowind and see how the game is performing with this video card. This is one of those games that runs on this video card, and I think it will be beneficial for you just in case if you cannot play Starfield. You know, so let's take a look and see how it's running with 1024. View distance, I put it on minimal because I want to show you the difference, you know, on the FPS. Look at the FPS. So on this resolution with this amount of details, you can play the game. And if you're interested on increasing the details, and to see something, to see more from this, you can put a wider distance. I like the game. I like that I have to talk to a lot of people. I have to engage. I want to see missions, go left, do stuff, you know, and in order to do that, I have to stay connected. But this is an old game, and if you're interested on playing the game, apparently you can do it with this 8400 GS. It doesn't require a kick-ass video card, you know. For this case, apparently it has value. Barely using any VRAM. It's not very demanding. 60% core load, 61 degrees. I mean, the video card itself is super small, you know, so it doesn't use the VRAM, doesn't use the core, so it's all good. Even the MS is 14. That is kind of cool, you know. It looks so funky. It's cool, seriously. It's cool to see an old game like this running with 60 FPS. You think I can add an... Yeah, you kidding me? Oh, well, I'm paralyzed. What the f happened? HELLGATE London. Let's take a look and see how we're doing. Ooh, definitely it's gonna work. 1024, everything on low details with DirectX 9, because that's like a performance mode with this video card. Now on this resolution with low details, we're getting 45 FPS. Not bad, not shabby. I was expecting a little more, considering what I've done with those quad SLI, and I think an 8400 GS deserve a little win. Feels good to give purpose to a video card like this. It feels good to play old titles that are not bound to some new trend that is now online, you know, that you have to play this game. If you're not, it doesn't mean nothing. Seriously, this is the best thing when it comes to all games. You play what you like. Serious Sam with high quality with 800 by 600. Apparently we're getting 40 FPS. I want to see how it feels. If not, I will lower the details and I will try to put this as maximum as possible when it comes to FPS. But it looks good. It looks exactly what I need for this video card, and let's see how we can set it up and how the GPU is reacting to the game with this type of settings. So the game, it's running really good with this video card, but it's only using 30. Look at the VRAM, man. 38 megabytes of VRAM, 21% load on the core. What's wrong? Why is it only 60 FPS? I think it's CPU bound, you know, because I seen one core, it's maxed out, the first core. I seen 95%. So I'm guessing it's a CPU limit here, not a GPU limit. Come on, I'll give you. Wow, the FPS is dropping to its 30s. Bang. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, it's running really nice with this video card, and it's using the VRAM and the core, and it's making the video card get its money worth, you know.
Hurry up, Harry. We don't want to be late for charms.
This one is using 177 megabytes of VRAM, but it's only using 20% on the core, and it makes no sense. Look at that. Lights, ray tracing. This should have been ray tracing. But it's making my GPU, it's making my game run slow. I think it's the CPU in my case. At the end of the day, this video card is not meant nowadays to be used for gaming, but it's good for retro gaming. I like that I can enable some older titles that can allow me to, how should I say, enjoy myself or go back in time a little with some retro games. And if I do want a video card to test some computers or put a video card to use it as a display adapter, I think this video card can actually do the job. If you're interested in restoring an old computer and you want to put an old operating system or and add some old games to that computer, I think this video card is kind of cheap. It's affordable, it's everywhere, it's nobody wants it, and you can literally transform an unwanted computer in a retro PC card. So 8400 GS today, it was fantastic.